So I'm not sure if you could make out exactly what he was saying over the noise of what I was guessing is the extractor fan there, but essentially they'd got to capacity downstairs. There was 500 people and they could not physically fit any more people in. I had visions of him having the crowd surf over the crowd to actually get to and from the door. But anyway, he said to us that to ensure that the rest of us don't miss out, what we would do is that he would come up and read, and the Sons of Admirals would come up and play an acoustic set, and they would just try and get as many people seen to as possible. And yeah, like he said, he's never had more than about 400 people come to any of his book readings before, and over 1,000 of us were there this time. I don't know if you will have got anything he said there, but basically there are too many people here. He had no idea how many people would turn up. It's beyond capacity, but the good news is there's going to be a show in there, and there should be another one out here. Let us hope. Okay, so what follows is the reading he gave to us, and I am going to give this to you in its entirety. It is 19 minutes long, so bear with me. But this, I feel, was it. Having been to the morning event, I kind of know where it was going, but I felt that this talk that he gave was a much more bold and off-the-cuff, empowered type delivery of his sentiments.
What we're going to do, keep going if you can. There's still more people who are waiting in the doorway. If you can just back up a little bit, just to be able to see me. I'll take a step down if I need to. I'm going to read, and then eventually, barring my passing out, and one of your passing out or something, Tom and Alex and Ed are going to come up here, and they're going to play the ukulele. There's still more people. Can we still make more room? Can we push back a little bit? So everybody try to step forward if there is a crevice in front of you. Oh, it's funny because this room was cold and all the grown-ups were happy, and now it's hot. I have a theory that teenagers conduct more heat than regular people. So, okay, great. If we can make a little more room, like that way. There's so much room back there. And these people would be very happy to fill it, I think. Right, okay, great. Hi. Can you hear me? Okay. My name is John Green. I write novels, and I also make video blogs with my brother. And I borrowed this book from someone because I didn't bring a copy to the United Kingdom, like a boss. And I'm going to read you a little bit, and then I'm going to talk about books and why I think they matter, and why I'm so excited that there are way too many people here tonight. All right. God, it is hot. And I apologize in advance. Here's what I'm going to do about like stuff not getting signed, which a lot of stuff probably won't get signed. First off, I'll sign it with my mind, which is arguably more meaningful. But we only have this this room for like a pretty short period of time that did not allow for the possibility of 1,000 people coming. Because again, I don't want to overemphasize this, but we did not anticipate that outcome. It's hot.
Want some water?
No, I'm fine, thank you though. That's very generous. Maybe later. I would like some beer. And so. No, I'm fine, really. We're gonna do the best that we can, and we're gonna like just try to be nerd fightery about it. And I will come back. Yes. And I will. This is not a joke. This is a promise. Like given this, and I know some of you came from very far away and can't easily come back. But for those of you who can easily come back, I will come back. And now, my publisher, and I can say this because they're not here, will understand, and they will certainly be more sympathetic, and they will find us a room that will fit us. And then I will sign all your stuff. Okay. I will come back soon, I promise.
Can you see how many camera flashes are going off? It's like it's a freaking movie premiere or something.
I want to read you about Black Santas. The subject of fascination for me. I think all you need to know about this part of the book is that there's a young man whose name is Quentin Jacobson who is in love with a girl whose name is Margot Roth Spiegelman. Quentin's two best friends are Ben and Radar. Radar is an African-American kid whose parents own the world's largest collection of black Santas. And Radar has a girlfriend named Angela who walks up to Q and Ben to talk to him, to talk about Radar. "Hi," Angela said to me. "Hey," I said. I'd had classes with Angela. I knew her a little, but we didn't say hello in the hallway or anything. I motioned for her to sit. She scooted a chair to the head of the table. "I figure you guys probably know Marcus better than anyone," she said, using Radar's real name. She leaned toward us, her elbows on the table. "It's a crap job, but someone's got to do it," Ben answered, smiling. "Do you think he's like embarrassed of me?" she said. "What? No," he said. "Technically," I added, "you should be embarrassed of him." She rolled her eyes, smiling, like a girl accustomed to compliments. "But he's never, invited me over to his house or whatever." "Oh," I said, getting it finally. "That's because he's embarrassed of us." Oh, I screwed up the line. You come all this way. You want to be able to go to the basement that's 150 degrees hotter than this. I don't let you go to the basement. Then I try to read to you from my book, and I screw it up. I am sorry.
We forgive you.
We love you. We love you.
I was fishing for compliments and you delivered them. Thank you. Okay. But he's never invited me to hang out with you guys though. "Oh," I said, getting it finally. "That's because he's embarrassed of us." She laughed. "You guys seem pretty normal," she said. "You've never seen Ben snort Sprite up his nose and then spit it out of his mouth," I said. "I look like a demented fountain," he answered. "But really, you wouldn't worry? I mean, we've been dating for 5 weeks and he's never even taken me to his house." Ben and I exchanged a knowing glance, and I scrunched up my face to suppress laughter. "What?" she asked. "Nothing," I said. "Honestly, Angela, if he were forcing you to hang out with us and taking you to his house all the time, then it would definitely mean he did not like you. Are his parents weird?" I struggled with how to answer that question honestly. No, they're cool," I said. "They're just kind of overprotective, I guess." "Yeah, overprotective," Ben agreed a little too quickly. She smiled and then got up, saying she had to go see someone before lunch was over. Ben waited until she was gone to say anything. "That girl's awesome," Ben said. "I know. I wonder if we can replace Radar with her." "She's probably not that good with computers, though. We need someone who's good at computers. Plus, I bet she sucks at Resurrection," which was our favorite video game. "By the way," Ben added, "nice call saying that Radar's parents are overprotective." "Well, it's not my place to tell her," I said. "I wonder how long till she gets to see the museum." The period was almost over, so Ben and I got up and put our trays onto the conveyor belt. We walked over to Radar's locker. We were standing there just after the bell rang, and he said, "I decided during government that I would actually literally suck donkey balls if it meant I didn't have to go to government for the rest of the semester," he said. "You can learn a lot about government from donkey balls," I said. "Hey, speaking of reasons that you wish you had lunch with us, we just dined with your girlfriend." Radar exhaled a long breath as he spun the combination to open his locker. He breathed for so long I thought he might pass out. "Crap," he said finally. "Are you embarrassed about something?" I asked. "Shut up," he answered. "You live in a lovely home," I said. "Seriously, bro," added Ben, "she's a nice girl. I don't see why you can't take her home and show her your parents." Radar threw his books against his locker and shut it. The din of conversation around us quieted just a bit as he turned his eyes toward the heavens and shouted, "It is not my fault that my parents own the world's largest collection of black Santas." I heard Radar say the words, "the world's largest collection of black Santas," probably 1,000 times in my life, and it never became any less funny to me. But he wasn't kidding. I remember the first time I visited. I was maybe 13. It was spring, many months past Christmas, and yet black Santas lined the windowsills. Paper cutouts of black Santas hung from the stairway banister. Black Santa candles adorned the dining room table. a Black Santa oil painting hung above the mantel, which was itself lined with Black Santa figurines.